Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. For lunch I'm making some shrimp egg rolls, and I made them in the past for parties, so I actually had someone ask me for the recipe, so I thought I'll make them. Terry can have them for lunch, and then you guys can kind of see how they're made. So I've already started my onions. That's actually, let me turn the camera around here, a whole diced white onion. It is being cooked in 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. You can pretty much use any kind of oil you want. I just use sesame oil because we like the flavor better. And 1 tablespoon of butter. So this is going to be our start. Again, it's 1 whole medium onion. I'm going to put the salt and pepper mixture on there. So this is the 1/2 cup of kosher salt, 1 cup of black pepper, and 1 cup of garlic powder. And I'm gonna let these cook down, get nice and soft. And I have them diced right now, but there are a little bit bigger pieces in there, and that's gonna be okay because at the very end, when it's all kind of said and done, I'm gonna go back over it again with my chopper. So I'm gonna let those cook down probably like 5 to 6 minutes because there's quite a few onions in there, and I will be back. Okay, so these have been cooking about 6 to 7 minutes. They're the color we like. They're nice and soft now. And I'm actually going to add in a diced bell pepper, red bell pepper. In here, I've also crunched up 3 dried out Thai chilies because Terry likes it pretty hot. So I'm gonna put all of this in here. So normally your egg rolls will have some kind of water chestnut or bean sprout or celery. But Terry doesn't like any of those. So what I do is I kind of take out what I know the family likes, substitute, or take out what I know they don't like, substitute in what I know they do like, just so we have a really good feeling that everybody wants to eat. So instead of those Thai chilies, you can actually dice up a jalapeno if you like for some heat. You can put green chilies in there, anything your family really likes. It's kind of totally up to you. Those dried out Thai chilies just have a lot of heat, and I also put the seeds in there. So I really just crumble them up and drop them. I just do 2 to 3, but you would just use as many as you want as far as heat's concerned. But these bell peppers have been diced up pretty small. They're gonna cook relatively fast. It's in the same pan that we cooked those onions in, so we got all the same juices going. It's been topped with the salt and pepper mixture, and now I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of garlic paste and 1 tablespoon of ginger. I'm gonna let all of that cook in really well, let all the flavors kind of absorb together and get these nice and blended and kind of mixed in. So I'm gonna let all of those cook together for about 3 to 4 minutes, and I'll be back. Okay, I've had these cooking for about 4 minutes. They've gotten nice and soft. All of them are blended together really nicely. So what I'm gonna do now is add in my shrimp. These shrimp are already ready to go. You just gotta get them cooked. So I'm gonna get these added in. This is about, I think about 12 ounces of shrimp here. Wash my hands, be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna stir these in with all of these other flavors, and I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is a mushroom soy sauce here. Oh gosh, my little jar is not, there we go, opening for me. So it has just a little bit more flavor than regular soy sauce, so we kind of like it better. And then I'm going to also add in 1/2 a teaspoon of oyster sauce to give it some really nice flavor and salt. I'm going to stir all that up. I'm going to get all of these shrimp cooking within that mixture. Probably take about 5 minutes to get these cooked down all the way. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna dice up some green onions to add in. Let these finish up, and I will be right back. Okay, I've diced up some green onions, and these shrimp have cooked up really nice. kind of absorbed all of those flavors in there. They're a nice dark color as far as the tomatoes and bell peppers and how they've mixed and cooked together. So I'm gonna add in some diced green onions. I'm actually gonna add in a lot because he likes a little bit of crunch that comes with that. And then I'm going to pull this out. I'm gonna put it in a bowl to let it cool, and I'm gonna chop it up a little bit. Sorry, saw my hair sticking up there. I'm gonna chop it up a little bit so we can use it for a filling. So let me get all of that put together. Let me wipe out this pan. I'll start some oil as well. I'll be right back. Okay, I pulled my shrimp mixture out now, and I have it in a bowl. I just wiped out my pan. I'm all about trying to use one pan, so I just rinsed it, wiped it out, and I'm gonna use that for my oil right now. And I've already started using my chopper. So this is a Pampered Chef chopper, of course. And I really like it because it's just easy. If you're doing onions and bell peppers, celery, chopping anything besides something with liquid in it, you can really get some aggression out because you go really fast. But when I'm doing any type of filling, I go a little bit slower so it doesn't go everywhere. But you can see this has made my filling nice and small and tiny, but it's also really kind of mixed everything together. So every bite should have a piece of everything we've just cooked. So if you happen to be a family that likes the water chestnuts and the celery and bean sprouts, then all of that should be kind of mixed in. So as you take each bite, you get a bite of everything. But right now, in this one, we have the red bell pepper, we have a medium white onion, garlic paste, make this all the time and I just went, shrimp, and ginger paste is kind of what we have in here, and the Thai chilies, and then I threw in the green onions at the end for a little bit of color and a little bit more flavor. So now what we're gonna do is roll all of our egg rolls while our oil is heating up. So let me get it all together. Okay, so I have everything put together. Let me change your view here. I have the egg roll wrappers, my mixture, and a little bit of water. My oil's heating up right now, and these are super easy to roll. I'm just gonna take a spoonful of the mixture, put it right in the center, and you can make them as thick or as thin as you like, basically. But I always tuck it over that first roll, bring my corners in, and I just keep bringing in those corners until I get to the end. A little bit of water, seal it shut. We have an egg roll. Very easy. We'll do one more. One more for you folks at home that didn't quite get it. So you can put as little or as much as you like. Put it right in the center. You're gonna bring one edge over and tuck it. Bring one corner in and tuck it. Your other corner in and tuck it. Roll and tuck at the same time. Finish up your last little bit roll. Get it wet. Egg roll. So I am going to roll all of these. I'll do one more because I know you can't get a really close view. So just in case, I mean, it's not rocket science, but you want them to be packed pretty tightly. Otherwise, when you put them in the oil and your filling comes out, it's going to be a big mess. So do one more. Go ahead and tuck it. One side, another side, tuck once more, keep rolling. Seal it shut. So I'm gonna roll all of these and then fry them up, and I'll be back. Okay, I have all of them rolled and we're gonna start frying. So I always test my oil by dropping a little piece of the wrapper of whatever I'm cooking in there, just so I can see if the oil's hot enough. And this sizzled pretty quickly the minute I put it in there, so the oil's pretty hot, so it should be ready. I only do a little bit of oil because I don't like a lot of splash, so I'm big on just flipping my food. So you always put the egg roll in or whatever you're doing seam side down, so it'll stay closed. And you don't want to overcrowd them because it changes the temperature of the, touch the pan. Changes the temperature of the oil. So you want to make sure that you don't overcrowd them. Just cook a small batch at a time. If I'm making these for a large party, I will actually turn on the oven at like 175, 200 if it doesn't feel hot enough. and I'll rotate the egg rolls in there. So as I'm done, I'll drain them on a pan, put them on another pan, and stick them in the oven so they stay hot. That's if you're doing a big batch, but these are just for Terry, so it'll be fine, this one batch. I don't have to put them in the oven, but normally I would do that if I was making a ton. I'm gonna check them. They're getting there. Some nice color going. I'm gonna turn my heat up just a little bit so the oil stays hot. And when these have cooked on this side and get a nice golden color, kind of like that, I'm gonna flip them over and cook the other side. So normally when I'm frying anything, I do just enough oil to hit the half mark or whatever I'm frying. Just because I'm not a big splash person, I don't like to have the oil kind of go everywhere, and so it's easier to clean up this way. But what I'm gonna do is finish frying all of these up, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have everything fried up. I have them plated already. So I'll show you kind of what they look like there. And I cut one open just so you can see the inside and all the layers we have. So we have the 1 diced white onion, 1 diced red bell pepper, 2 tablespoons of garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of ginger, some green onions. That's cooked in a little bit of sesame oil and butter, and then the shrimp. The shrimp, of course, they're like the star of the egg roll. They've all been wrapped up and fried. This is a red chili paste sauce, and then this is just a ginger dressing with a little bit of green onions. So super easy to make. You can use leftovers, you can use diced chicken. And if your family is the family that likes the bean sprouts and the water chestnuts, just add them in. Just always make sure your dice is small enough so in each bite they're getting a taste of everything. I've made them before with chorizo and aged cheddar cheese, and they were really good. So I hope everyone is doing okay. I cannot wait for this day to be lifted, so we can all see each other and have some lunches and get out there. But if anyone needs anything, reach out. If you make these, send me the pictures. The pictures of the Mexican pizzas were pretty great. You guys kind of nailed that, and they looked super delicious. So I hope everyone is doing very well. Oh, another trick too, I forgot to tell you. When you're rolling your egg rolls, you want to make sure your board stays really dry. So if you have any sauce fall on your board, any of the food or the water from when you're sealing your egg roll wrappers, you want to wipe it up with a paper towel and keep your finger dry as well, because those egg roll wrappers will stick to whatever's wet and then it won't quite fry right. The other thing is you want to make sure everything's really tucked in. So if you drop one of those egg rolls in the oil and anything comes seeping out, try to get it out right away. Otherwise, your oil is going to start to taste funky, it's going to burn, smoke alarm is going to go off, it's going to be a big old mess. I've been there, I've done it. So I hope you're all doing well. I will talk to you all soon, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.